Welcome back to Atomic right now, and you're joining me. I'm Mel, and also Green Walls and Jordsi are here right now because they're going to be on the Stream Jam Cube takeover on the 19th of November. So,
hello.
Hi. Let me just, to anyone who's listening right now, I've got some two funky dudes across from me. I've got Green Walls, who is in a, how would we describe his attire, Jordsi?
Very like going out to dinner, floral.
He's a little bit of a floral number.
Yeah.
Seeing my grandmother for the first time since last Christmas.
You're
Yes,
the boss.
definitely.
You look the boss. And Jordsi just looks gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
She's made much more effort than me sitting here in a flanny right now. Now, first of all, I've heard both of you individually. What made you Captain Planet and Powers combined for this show?
School.
Yeah, school.
School?
Yeah, we went to the same school and we were in the same year in year 12, and that's where we really got to bond and get to know each other and find a really similar interest in music.
High five.
Yeah.
Nice. So did it just happen? Like you started doing stuff together and you're just like, oh, damn, this is great.
What came first, Starlight or music class?
I think we started getting to know each other in music class because we had to because we were in a band together for year 12 music, so that's when we sort of got to know each other and figure out what we did. And then after that, after music class, Louis was showing me some stuff that he was working on at home, and then I was like, oh, can I jump on the track?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for the record, as soon as I heard Jordan sing in music, I was blown away. I was like, wow.
Oh,
and then I was like, yeah, okay, she's singing my song now. I knew it was happening.
Oh, thanks.
I would say it's a very grown-up thing. Like, you guys are young still, a lot younger than me, and both of you can see the value in working together rather than being intimidated by each other's talents. And that's not necessarily a normal or natural thing that happens. So are you Green Walls just so confident in what you're doing that you just want to help and evolve Jordsi and vice versa? Is that sort of how it sits?
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
It's better
That sounds
put than I
nice.
would have done.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely think since we are just really good friends in general, we've had not many problems. We've definitely grown a lot together during music, because we do have different outlooks and different tastes and stuff, and we've definitely had to learn how to
We've had to work out the kinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Work out what works for us both a lot. And I think it's actually really developed us both a lot. We've become a lot more mature about it and have developed our teamwork so much better than the last year.
Yeah, outside of musicians, as I guess professionals as well, how to teamwork.
How to team? Would you say there's actually obviously you just sort of pointed out before that when you both heard each other's work, you're like, yeah, I want to work with that. But it's a lot of work that goes into that relationship, isn't it?
Yes.
You have to put in time and effort to get to know each other, even if you don't necessarily, like you said, have the same sort of outlook on life. There's a lot of background stuff that has to go into just turning up and just it's happening.
Yeah.
And we had to have some very long conversations before we were comfortable enough with each other to be able to do that fluently. Because at start it was kind of oh, I don't really want to say that from both parties, and then sort of because of that, both of us didn't really get what we wanted, and it was a bit frustrating. But then, like you said, a lot of work and time goes into developing the relationship until you're comfortable enough to express
How you feel and stuff.
You can definitely hear it in the music because it just sounds like it's supposed to be there. And I love it in my ears every time I hear any of your songs. Have you guys been working on anything together that we might get to... Well, firstly, hang on. What have you been doing in lockdown?
Oh, gosh. What can we do in lockdown?
not enough.
At-home exercise. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for the first half, just playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the second half, though, sort of grinding away a bit more on, more music and this and that and the other. I've got two jobs which were both essential the whole time, so I've been able. I've just
You had a
working all
social
the time.
outlet still.
Yeah.
Did you, Jordsi?
Yeah, well, I work as a nanny, and then I also work at Kmart, so I was doing a lot of that because the kid I nannied didn't go to school. for a long time.
Yeah, we had stuff to keep us busy.
Exactly. So we were
Intense.
both pretty busy, but it also like put a huge hold back on the music we were working on.
Yeah, we were about halfway through something really big.
Oh.
And then it was just like, okay, well,
Guess it'll wait then.
in hindsight, we probably could have just put the foot on the gas and tried to make it happen anyway, but it's still gone pretty well.
Yeah.
You two are quite young still, but there's an intensity,
I'm an
obviously,
adult.
in the work that you pump out, like a lot of it. And Green Walls, you were saying like just before how you've just taken on so much in your producer capacity that potentially it could get like to an overwhelming point where there's just too much coming in. Do you think that maybe just having that sort of forced COVID break was almost a chance to sort of catch your breath and reset?
Yeah. I think it was a good opportunity to see more realistically how much time I have
Yeah.
personally between personal life, jobs, music, this and that and the other, to see how much time I have when I'm not doing, well, you know, quote unquote, enough of my music stuff that I enjoy, or when I'm trying to bite off more than I can chew. And I think now going back into doing music a lot again, sort of after a bit of a break, I feel like I have a much better sense for that. So I'm sort of grateful for the break that I've gotten that can show me that in context.
What about you? Did you do your tra-la-la-la-las in your nannying at all? Do you sing when you're nannying?
Not really. I wish I could. I'm a bit shy for that. But like, definitely like at home, I usually just sing all the time. It's just a fun thing to do. But during quarantine, I've definitely had a lot of like opportunity to start learning how to try and develop some like of my own independent stuff. Louis has been super helpful, like, because Louis knows that I want to try and like make some independent stuff eventually.
Yep.
And he already has so much knowledge. So he's been really helpful in trying to teach me some stuff. So that's kind of been something I've been trying to do over.
Just for context for anyone catching up, Louis is actually Green Walls.
Hi.
Yeah.
We've just broken the mold there. Sorry, man.
Yeah, the illusion
You're
is
right.
gone.
Yeah.
I'm a person now.
He's a real. Oh my god,
Human.
he's a real person. He's real, and
Yeah,
he's sitting
hi.
here right in front of me
I'm
right now.
Lewis Breeze, Green Walls.
Yeah. Where did that come from, actually?
My bedroom walls are green. No.
For a very creative
my,
person, that's not real creative.
I had an idea for a name that I liked just because it had a ring to it, which ended up turning into like our personal band's name, Lost in Peru.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I felt like that wasn't really good for a personal project until my sister just said Green Walls, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't really like just yeah, sure. So I've sort of adapted my own like creative interpretation onto it,
That's good.
which I'd like to share at some point after my journey
After your journey
through music.
through music, okay.
But at this point, I think
I'll
that's
lock you
for me.
in 20 years' time
Yeah.
for the
Schedule an
exclusive,
interview. Yeah.
The Journey. Green Walls, The Journey. I can see it
A
right now.
documentary.
A documentary. A new Netflix documentary will be releasing in 20
Alright.
years.
I'll hold you to it.
Jordsi came in and our music just sounded so good together, and that was where it all started, just like a little movie scene. So what can we expect from you guys at the Cube? We're going to be there.
So,
I'm going to be there to support you and be all excited. I get to be there and see it happen for reals, but everyone else is going to see it live stream. So
expect a lot of claps.
lots
Yeah.
of claps.
Lots of claps.
I've been practicing my clapping. I've got different variables.
Different rhythms
Were
and
you a
stuff.
bit deficient?
I'll
before
do
the
like the
clapping?
big one as well.
Nice.
And golf claps. Yep. I'll be working
You got
on
to
them.
let them in.
Yeah. I'll be working
Find
on
it
them
in.
all. So where would the golf claps come in with your show? What have you got planned? 19th of November. What have you got planned?
The golf claps might come like at the end, like grand finale.
Yep.
Yep.
Very dignified. Yep.
Finishing touch.
For the whole thing, we've got a mix of a couple of, obviously the release songs Starlight and Love Me Whole. We've got those collaborations we're going to perform.
Awesome.
We've got a few originals that we're ready to perform, which we're very excited for.
Yes, it's very exciting. It's a bit intimidating sometimes because they're like pretty big songs. Like it's ones that take a lot of time in the studio where I have to really learn how to do them live kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's intimidating, but I think it's going to be really well.
Who writes the lyrics and how does it work?
Definitely both of us.
Yeah, definitely both.
And I think sort of what we were talking about before with working on the partnership and relationship and teamwork, that was a lot of it.
Yeah.
I'm very meticulous when it comes to lyrics. I'm very specific and a bit demanding.
Is he the diva?
He maybe at the start I would call him more of a diva. These days he's a lot more relaxed.
And that's where the teamwork came in. I sort of realized, okay, I need to sit back. It's Jordi's song as well.
Yeah.
And we've sort of worked together a lot more. But in terms of now, at least, it's definitely the both of us sort of bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like Louis will like Green Walls, sorry. Green Walls will like have a track. He'll like have a track or he's making a track and then we'll go through them and like I might try and just sing along and find like a melody. And if it's good, then that's really where it starts. Like
often it will sort of be grasping at a couple words.
Yeah.
And then I might hear a couple out of the 10 she sings, oh, that's really good, and let's go with that. And then she would sing a few more and, oh, cool, that's an idea. And then we'd sort of go back and forth like that. I feel like Jordan's very intuitively talented, just brilliant. Like, if you hear her sing over a blank track, it's awesome. Just what comes straight out, it blows my mind.
Oh, you two are amazing. Yeah. You two are real cute. I like it. It's so nice. I'm really looking forward to hearing these new songs. Will we get to hear them before the takeover? Nah, it's just that's it. No
that's
names or anything like this. It's just like
What do you reckon?
closer. It's a reveal.
I mean, we could. I mean, just for expectations, I guess.
What about just what you're gonna do?
Okay, what you gonna do? That's the bigger one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's one we're excited for.
I'm excited. Anything that comes from you two is amazing. So I'm excited to hear these new tracks as well. Catch these guys on the 19th of November at 7 Bells on the Stream Jam, Taking Over the Cube by Wodonga Youth. And guys, just secondly, what's your socials? Just so people can jump on board and give you guys a bit of a like ski.
Oh, thank you. For Instagram, mine is just like Jordsi, JJORDSII.
Yep, she spelled it out with her fingers, so I know it's real. Yeah.
On Instagram, Green Walls Official, and then Facebook, Green Walls Music.
Cool beans. Thanks very much for joining us. You've been listening to Mel, and I've had Green Walls, aka Louis, and Jordsi here. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.
But it feels like stars.